pressure. Obviously, last year you were a part of this team, but a scratch for most of those games in the playoffs. Just what was it like, making such an impact last series and also just having a goal there in Game 7, just kind of full circle from last year to this year?
Yeah, no, for sure. Obviously, I was around last year, and I was just watching what the guys were doing and, trying to learn from them, even though I wasn't in the lineup. And, I tried to, carry my experience over this year. And, my goal and focus was to just stay ready. And, I knew that if I was called on to get in the lineup, that I'd be ready. And, I've just been having fun with it. There's obviously a lot of stresses and anxieties that come along with playing in the NHL, but I'm just trying to have fun and check those aside and just enjoy what I'm doing.
Jonah, sort of the piggyback off that, just mentally, how tough is it to stay ready when, like you said, last year you went the whole time through, this year you started that way? Just mentally, how were you able to push through and make sure you were ready when your name was called?
I just think, I love all the guys in this group, and, you just have to check your ego aside. Obviously I wanted to play the whole time, every game, but, like I said, if I were to get called on and I wasn't ready, that's on me. The coaches have all done such a great job, and all the other guys that weren't playing, we push each other in the gym, we push each other on the ice so that we stay ready and stay mentally sharp. And, we're treated just like any other guy that's in the lineup, even though we weren't in the lineup. So it's such a tight group from top to bottom, and, we have a lot of fun doing what we do.
Right side.
Jonah, how does it feel to be able to just come right into a new series here? Not much time to sit and think about the last one. You just roll right into a new one here, and what's it going to take, big picture, against this Carolina team?
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. Quick turnaround for sure. But obviously everything from that last series, we just have to kind of check at the door and on to the next one. And obviously they're such a good team over there. So, we just have to focus on our game like we always do. And that's all we can do.
Left side, second row.
And just with your line overall, just what do you like about what you, Greer, and Nosek have brought to the game since you guys drew in, and just what do you feel like? What do you feel like you guys have brought to the group?
We try to keep it simple out there. Try to crash and bang. We have fun. Like, that's all I can say. Really, is that that's the biggest thing. Is that we know what's expected of us. We know how we have to play. We know our role. So now we can just go out and play it and enjoy what we do.
Up front.
What do you think it says about the team that it seems like there's a lot of interchangeable parts, I guess, like, you guys can come in, fill in, play well immediately. Jesper can move up to the first line and get a goal. Like, I just want to say that, there's so many players on this team who can contribute, at like the drop of a hat. Yeah,
I think that, that's just the depth of being on a good team. Also just, I think that, mental side of it and the physical side of staying ready when you're called on. I think that everyone has done a good job of that, and everyone is ready to step up when needed for the group.
Jonah, going back to last series, Paul said when you guys got back in the lineup, you kind of felt that was the turning point, because you guys kind of are the identity line for this team. Starting a new series here, the Eastern Conference Final, obviously, there's lots of stars on this team, but the fourth line in particular, do you guys feel kind of a responsibility to kind of set a certain tone out there in Game 1?
Well, like I said, I think that we know what's expected of us. We're not going to try to do anything else other than that. We're going to play within our systems, play our roles, and have fun while we do it. And I think in playoffs, that's all you can do, is you just have to enjoy every step of the way.